mahogany-paneled walls of the Manhattan courtroom felt like a fortress for Elias Thorne. Dressed in a $5,000 bespoke suit, he sat at the defense table, checking his Rolex. Today was the day he would finally be free of Clara. For 7 years, Clara had been the quiet wife. She was the woman who stayed home while he built Thorne Logistics into a multi-million-dollar empire. Now, with the divorce finalization hours away, Elias wasn't just looking for a split, he was looking for a slaughter. "You realize," Elias whispered to Clara across the aisle, "that by the time this gavel drops, you'll be lucky if you can afford a studio apartment in Queens. I built this, you just made the coffee." Clara remained silent, her eyes fixed on the empty chair beside her. Her father, Arthur, hadn't arrived yet. Elias scoffed. Arthur was a retired school janitor who smelled of floor wax and cheap tobacco. He was probably stuck on the subway, unable to navigate the big city legalities. During the morning recess, the hallway became a stage for Elias's ego. He gathered the local business reporters, whom he'd tipped off, to witness his triumph. "It's about meritocracy," Elias told a reporter from the Financial Times. "My wife thinks marriage is a 50-50 lottery, but I have an airtight prenuptial agreement that protects my intellectual property and the Thorne assets. She's walking away with a parting gift of $50,000. That's more than her father made in a decade." Clara walked past to get water, her head down. Elias laughed loudly. "Hey, Clara, tell Arthur not to worry about the legal fees. I'll pay for his bus ticket back to the suburbs." Back inside, Judge Myra Sterling looked over the documents. Elias's lead counsel, a shark named Marcus Vane, stood up. "Objection. This man isn't legal counsel. He's a bystander." "I am the primary beneficiary of the Starlight Trust," Arthur said calmly. The room went dead silent. The Starlight Trust was the anonymous entity that had funded Elias's company from day one. Elias's face went pale. You're just a janitor," Elias stammered. "I saw you cleaning the hallways of St. Jude's for 20 years. Arthur smiled, a cold, sharp expression. "I was a janitor because I liked the quiet. I liked seeing how people treated those they thought were beneath them. I watched you, Elias. When you started dating my daughter, I gave you a chance. I funded your genius through my family's trust to see if you were the man Clara deserved." Arthur turned to the judge. "The Starlight Trust wasn't a gift. It was a high-interest convertible debt instrument. Section 4, paragraph 12 states that in the event of moral turpitude or legal bad faith against a member of the founding family, namely my daughter, the debt matures immediately." Judge Sterling reviewed the document Arthur handed over. Her eyebrows shot up. "Mr. Thorne, according to this, you don't own 90% of Thorne Logistics. You own 10%. The other 90% was collateral for a loan that is now overdue." The courtroom erupted. The reporters started typing furiously. Elias felt the oxygen leave the room. "That's impossible," Elias screamed. "That's billions of dollars. A janitor doesn't have billions." "My grandfather founded the steel mills that built this city's skyline, Elias. I just preferred the company of a mop than the company of snakes like you." The power shift. Sarah, Clara's lawyer, finally found her voice. "Your Honor, since the 90% equity is now effectively the property of the Starlight Trust, and Clara is the sole heir to that trust, we moved that the Thorne Logistics assets be frozen and transferred to Clara as part of the settlement." Elias looked at his lawyer. Marcus Vane was already packing his briefcase. "Marcus, do something!" Elias yelled. "Elias, the man you just insulted 3 hours ago owns the firm I work for. I'm done here." The judge looked at Elias with a mixture of pity and disgust. "Mr. Thorne, you bragged about leaving your wife with nothing. It appears the universe has a sense of irony. You are hereby ordered to vacate the Thorne estate by midnight. Your personal accounts are frozen, pending the audit of the debt maturity." Clara finally stood up.
She walked over to Elias, who was trembling in his seat. "I didn't marry you for the money, Elias," she said softly, "and I'm not keeping it for the money. I'm keeping it because you don't deserve to lead the people who work for you. You forgot that the people who make the coffee are the ones who keep the world running." Outside the courthouse, the cameras flashed. Elias was escorted out a side door to avoid the press, his victory suit now looking like a cheap costume. Arthur and Clara stood on the top step. "Why did you wait so long, Dad?" Clara asked. Arthur adjusted his cufflinks. "I wanted to see if he'd choose kindness at the last minute. He didn't. He chose the brag." He looked at the city skyline. "Ready to go back to work? I think there's a logistics company that needs a new CEO." Clara smiled, took her father's arm, and walked down the steps, leaving the winner of the divorce behind in the dust of his own ego.